Sergeant Central. 19 Sergeant, check.
When the alarm rings, firefighters respond, rushing into the fire, concerned more for the safety of those they are there to rescue than their own. Firefighters put themselves at risk each and every day. For those times when firefighters do get burned, even when it's a minor burn, it is the burn center at Saint Barnabas Medical Center that is there for them.
I had all my gear on properly, the conditions in the fire, moved my gear around, and I continued to do what I could to fight the fire. And eventually, when I was outside the building, I realized that I might have received a burn. When I went to the local hospital, they said that to put ice on it, and then eventually I was sent to Saint Barnabas, thankfully. I was with the burn care team. They talked to me about burns. I learned that the smallest burn can get worse over time, and that's exactly what happened with me.
When it comes to the relationship between firefighters and the burn center, EMS, especially paramedics, with their advanced training, offer a unique perspective.
New Jersey firefighters have always supported the Saint Barnabas Burn Center. There's no greater group of nurses, physicians, technicians who provide the care in such a manner that it comes from the heart.
From hitting the ceiling, all the water that was coming down soaked my hood. So essentially, once that hood got soaked, it was just, the heat just permeated right through it. So I could feel my ears just heating up immensely. It wasn't until a couple of the guys came up to me though and started saying things that I realized it was a little bit worse than I had anticipated. So I ended up coming over to 9 Engine, and we went down to St. Barnabas, where we were seen and treated down there by Dr. Lee and the rest of the staff.
Oftentimes, patients with burn wounds are seen at outpatient centers that don't have burn expertise, and most times the main focus is the wound care. However, patients with burns also have other needs to be addressed.
In any fire department, it's senior leadership that sets the example, especially when it comes to receiving proper treatment for fire-related injuries. But even seasoned commanders learn from experience.
We had a fire on the top floor of a multi-family dwelling. As we were lining in, my 2 members were in front of me, and I was right behind them. Debris collapse, a partial collapse of the ceiling fell on top of us, knocked my helmet off, and my hood went back, and debris got jammed between my hood and my neck. My adrenaline was kicked in. It didn't feel as severe as it was. The next day when I woke up, my wife saw it, and she was like, "Did you see your neck?" And I'm like, "No." She goes, "That's crazy. You got to go to the St. Barnabas, the burn center." And I'm like, "Come on," I'm like embarrassed. I don't want to go to the hospital for a little burn. So then we proceeded to go to the hospital, St. Barnabas. From thinking I was okay to all of a sudden seeing how serious this was, was a major concern. But thank God, with the burn center's help, my wounds healed very, very quickly.
From the very beginning of their careers, it is important for firefighters to understand the dangers of burn injuries, which is why proper training and education is so important.
In our Firefighter 1 program, we do have the St. Barnabas Burn Awareness Lecture. In that lecture, it is the staff from the Saint Barnabas Medical Center, the burn center, that come in, they do the presentation. And it's a basic awareness and probably the first introduction to the Firefighter 1 recruit student on basic burn injuries, how it happens, why it happens, and a basic scared straight concept of if you don't do what you're supposed to do, these are the implications that could happen. Back in the 90s, late 90s, it was a voluntary program that we had put into our Firefighter 1 curriculum and is now statewide mandated by the New Jersey Division of Fire Safety.
Ultimately, burn care is a team effort, requiring the commitment of a dedicated team of professionals who care for everyone who comes to the burn center.
As a burn team, we would never be able to do our work here at the burn center if not for our firefighters. The burn center takes care of firefighters, so firefighters can take care of the communities they serve.
Tonight, we honor the courage it takes to face those dangers by celebrating firefighters everywhere especially our 2016 Burn Center Valor Award honorees.